June 12, 2018, InvestorAdays.com Newswire. 2 projects on a mining-friendly tropical island are moving forward, one in the final ramp-up to production and one at a very early stage. Thoughts of Fiji conjure up the tropics, beaches and sunshine, but the island nation is also noted for its mineral production. The Vatukoula mine, in operation for over 80 years, has produced more than 7 million ounces of gold. Vying to join its ranks on the politically stable and mining-friendly island are Lion One Metals Limited, LEO, TSXV, LOMLF, OTCQX, and Thunderstruck Resources Limited. TSXV, THURF, OTC, MKTS, 2 companies at opposite ends of the spectrum. Thunderstruck Resources is an early-stage exploration company with an extensive portfolio of properties on Vatukoula, the main island of Fiji. The company is conducting exploration activities at its large land package, covering 4% of Vatukoula, of 100% owned high-grade zinc, copper and gold assets, it reported in mid-May. According to Thunderstruck, it is building on extensive prior results that point to the potential for large mineralized systems. At the end of May, Thunderstruck closed an oversubscribed private placement, raising over $200,000, selling 2.2 million units at 9 cents each. Each unit contained 1 common share and 1 share purchase warrant, with the option to buy a common share for 15 cents until May 2021. Lion One's 100% owned Vatukoula project is at a much more advanced stage and is on track to put into production Fiji next mine. The company just announced a $40 million debt financing package to develop the mine and build a processing plant for its fully permitted project. The financing is with Sinisteel Equipment Limited and Vying International Investment Inc. Sinisteel will be the EPC, engineering, procurement and construction contractor for the project, and Vying will be the gold doré off-taker. The agreement is for a 5-year term at a 7.5% interest rate. There will be a principal holiday and capitalized interest for either the earlier of 2 years from first draw, or 3 months after achieving commercial production. There also will be a net smelter return (NSR) royalty of 2.25% on the first 350,000 ounces of gold produced. There is also an option to increase the financing by $10 million. Analyst Derek McPherson of Red Cloud Klondike Strike Inc. noted on June 4 that with the debt financing in place, Vatukoula construction is expected to ramp up and views this as very positive. McPherson also noted that the P 2015 outlines initial capital investment, excluding working capital, for Vatukoula at $48.6 million. With exploitation permits in hand and $21.6 million, $16.6 million in cash, the company is well positioned to continue on the path to construction and production. Analyst Mike Neeser of Scarsdale Equities wrote on June 6, the P assumed modest capital costs and efficient mining of high-grade gold resources, resulting in significant cash flow, which may rapidly repay capital and fund mine development and additional exploration of prospective gold targets. Neeser also stated, "We expect that Lion One will announce an updated capital cost budget that should be within expected variances of the P. It appears that the facility should be adequate to cover the construction and capital costs with cash on hand. The terms appear to be competitive and do not include hedging or prepayment fees." Lion One continues exploration activities for which we believe could be a long-lived mine. Scarsdale Equities maintains a buy rating and a target price of $1.40 on Lion One, which is currently trading at around 63 cents. While Lion One has been securing financing for the project, it also has continued exploration activities. Following the release of an off-the-chart surface sample of 502 grams T gold over 0.70 meters in February, on June 7, the company announced that follow-up work has mapped more than 20 previously undefined mineralized structures at the Jomakiura Creek prospect areas, and identified potential geological extensions on the main mineralized zones inside the Vatukoula mining lease. Stephen Mann, Lion One's managing director, stated, "In the Vatukoula resource area, approximately half of the 40 veins identified to date have sufficient sample data from drilling to merit inclusion in a resource estimate. We've now identified more than 20 mineralized veins at surface in the Jomakiura Creek area where strong multi-element anomalism suggests potential scale and signature comparable and possibly larger than the main resource area at Vatu. Lion 1 has about 102 million shares outstanding, 109 million fully diluted. Management owns 22% of the shares in Donald Smith. Disclosure 1. Patrice Fusillo compiled this article for Streetwise Reports LLC and provides services to Streetwise Reports as an employee. She or members of her household own securities of the following companies mentioned in the article. None. She or members of her household are paid by the following companies mentioned in this article. None. 2. The following companies mentioned in this article are billboard sponsors of Streetwise Reports, Lion 1 Metals. Click here for important disclosures about sponsor fees. As of the date of this article, an affiliate of Streetwise Reports has a consulting relationship with Lion 1 Metals. Please click here for more information. An affiliate of Streetwise Reports is conducting a digital media marketing campaign for this article on behalf of Lion 1 Metals. Please click here for more information. 3. Comments and opinions expressed are those of the specific experts and not of Streetwise Reports or its officers. The information provided above is for informational purposes only and is not a recommendation to buy or sell any security. 4. The article does not constitute investment advice. Each reader is encouraged to consult with his or her individual financial professional, and any action a reader takes as a result of information presented here is his or her own responsibility. By opening this page, each reader accepts and agrees to Streetwise Reports' terms of use and full legal disclaimer. This article is not a solicitation for investment. Streetwise Reports does not render general or specific investment advice, and the information on Streetwise Reports should not be considered a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Streetwise Reports does not endorse or recommend the business, products, services or securities of any company mentioned on Streetwise Reports. 5. From time to time, Streetwise Reports LLC and its directors, officers, employees or members of their families, as well as persons interviewed for articles and interviews on the site, may have a long or short position in securities mentioned. Directors, officers, employees or members of their immediate families are prohibited from making purchases and/or sales of those securities in the open market or otherwise from the time of the interview or the decision to write an article, until 1 week after the publication of the interview or article. Red Cloud Klondike Strike Inc., Lion 1 Metals Limited, June 4, 2016. Part of Red Cloud Klondike Strike Inc.'s business is to connect mining companies with suitable investors that qualify under available regulatory exemptions. The Red Cloud K's business. Red Cloud Klondike Strike Inc., its affiliates and associates, and their respective officers, directors, representatives, researchers and members of their families, collectively, Red Cloud K's, may hold positions in the companies mentioned in this publication and may buy or sell, or buy and sell their securities or securities of the same class on the market, or otherwise. Additionally, Red Cloud K's may have provided in the past, and may provide in the future, certain advisory or corporate finance services and receive financial and other incentives from issuers as consideration for the provision of such services. Victoria Gold Company Specific Disclosures. 1. A member of Red Cloud K's team has visited, viewed material operations of the issuer. 2. In the last 12 months, Red Cloud K's has been retained under a service or advisory agreement by the subject issuer. Disclosures from Scarsdale Equities, Lion 1 Metals Limited, June 6, 2018. Author certification, R. Michael Neusser, the author primarily responsible for this report, certifies, with respect to each security or issuer in this report, that 1. All of the views expressed in this report accurately reflect his own personal views about the subject companies and their securities. 2. Part of the author's compensation may be, directly or indirectly, related to a portion of the commissions generated by Scarsdale Equities LLC, SE, in transactions in this or other securities designated for the author's credit. 3. The author does not receive compensation based on investment banking or advisory services SE might provide to this or any other issuer. Scarsdale Equities LLC, at the time of publication, does not make a market in any security. The author does not have a financial interest Lion One Metals Limited, LEO, V, covered in this report. Part of the author's compensation may consist of a portion of the commissions generated by transactions in this issuer's securities placed at Scarsdale Equities LLC for the credit of the author. Scarsdale Equities LLC expects to receive advisory or investment banking compensation from the issuer in the next 90 days. Get news on mining stocks. More info. This news is published on the investoradeas.com Newswire, a global digital news source for investors and business leaders. Disclaimer, disclosure, investoradeas.com is a digital publisher of third-party source news, articles and equity research, as well as creates original content, including video, interviews and articles. Original content created by Investoradeas is protected by copyright laws other than syndication rights. Our site does not make recommendations for purchases or sale of stocks, services or products. Nothing on our sites should be construed as an offer or solicitation to buy or sell products or securities. All investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. This site is currently compensated for news publication and distribution, social media and marketing, content creation and more. Contact each company directly regarding content and press release questions. Disclosure is posted for each compensated news release. Content published, created if required, but otherwise the news was not compensated for and was published for the sole interest of our readers and followers. More disclaimer info. http://www.investoradeas.com/about/disclaimer.asp. Additional info regarding BC residents and global investors. Effective September 15, 2008. All BC investors should review all OTC and Pink Sheet listed companies for adherence in new disclosure filings and filing appropriate documents with SEDAR. Read for more info. http://www.bcsc.bc.ca/release.aspx ? @=6894. Global investors must adhere to regulations of each country. Please read investoradeas.com privacy policy. http://www.investoradeas.com/about/private policy.asp